Welcome to SkateWine. SkateWine. Hello. We've made 1,000 followers, so I've had to invest in going pro. There we go, look. I'm now a professional YouTuber. Oh, blue, that's off-branding. There we go. Check that out. I'm now pro YouTuber. Elliot Sloan is now pro for Bird. Oh, that's Def Skateboards, Richie Jackson's. So Elliot Sloan is now pro for, oh, that's SCUK. Sorry, get this right in a minute. Elliot Sloan is now pro for Birdhouse. Tony Hawk's Birdhouse. Congratulations, Elliot Sloan. First of all, I'd just like to point out that on SkateWine, I am famous for managing to be left hanging. Anyone who's not a skateboarder, being left hanging is when you go up for a high five or a knuckles, respect, whatever you want to call this, and the other person comes in and should, if they respect you, give you a fist bump. Very awkward if someone leaves you hanging. You go out like that. Lots of footage on SkateWine of me getting left hanging. And sometimes people don't see it, so you're just left there like this. Or you're left there like this. Today we're going to do a little bit of a tutorial, a little bit of a rundown of how not to end up in this position in skateboarding or just in general life. Let's begin. So I'm using my Raspberry Pi 4, which I've just purchased. It's Linux, and that is how I'm going to be screen capturing today. So let's do this. Elliot Sloan. Oh, look at that board. Look at that board. Right, let's see it. First time trying to use video annotation.
Hey, I have not hit your ramp in so long that I had to set up a new board. Okay. Do you think that'll work?
Dude, yeah.
This is golden. I like this. Well done, Tony Hawks. Fantastic.
He's been riding the.
So he's bluffing. Obviously knows how to skateboard. He's been skateboarding a long time.
Yeah, the 215s. Oh my god, dude, what?
So this is where it begins. Bit of screen annotation. So he's happy. Look at that face. Oh, red's horrible. Let's get rid of red. How do I get rid of red? Oh, like that. Oh, look at this. Like, right. So that is a happy face. That's a green. He's happy. He's happy boy. He's gone pro. Let's continue on the journey. So at this point, Tony Hawk is going in for big tens. We've got this hand here, and then we've got this hand here. If we just look at this now, he's got his hand on his board there, and he's got his hand on his board there. So we'll watch how this plays out, but I'll be able to advise you on the fact that he's holding a board. So that probably means, unless he puts it down, but he's quite happy. He's just turned pro, so he doesn't want to let go of that board just yet. He's going to be holding on to it probably in the future. Tony Hawk's gone in for these big tens. Let's find out what happens. He's gone in and... So, green. So he's managed to get a 5. He's got a high 5. But Tony Hawk's gone in. He's gone in for 2. He's gone in for big tens. So he's got both hands. This one's been accepted. This one's been possibly rejected. Let's continue on. Let's find out what happens.
Are you kidding?
Oh, that was awkward. Still engaging the land. The one that wasn't left hanging it's still successful. Tony Hawk's brought this hand back down and he's moved it out the way successfully. I don't think anyone's noticed. He's done a good job of this.
Dude!
Yeah, dude!
The left hand has been rejected. Absolutely rejected. I think Tony Hawk's is clapping so that the right hand can console the left hand a little bit.
So great. You can't have that. It's my mega board. Have not hit.
Let's go for it
the
once
ramp.
more. So here we go again. We've got both hands up. Just make sure that when you're going in to give a 5 or a fist pump, someone might have a bag, a board, shopping. If someone's got shopping in both hands, they're not going to be able to do it. So maybe go in for an elbow, COVID elbow. Then they can at least give you an elbow or just a safe nod, no physical contact. Then you don't end up looking stupid, eh? So this is it. You've got to be wary of this. This is amber. These two, he's gone up for big tens. You've got to know damn well that you're going to receive both hands. So he's gone up for the big tens. You've just got to make sure that you're engaging your brain and you're thinking, am I going to get both hands accepted in this physical relationship that's going to happen? You can see Elliot can see both hands. I think if I was Elliot, I would have. You've just been made pro by Tony Hawks. 5 both of them. Don't leave one hanging, because now, you know, Tony Hawks, he seems like a good lad, but he might hold a grudge. He might hold a grudge, and your pro board might be going from like 15% to 10% just because you left that one hand hanging. You've got to be careful. You've got to think. Your Birdhouse board is in your other hand, so just 5 both of them. You know, it's taking up your left hand, your right hand can 5 both. It's all good. Then we can all be happy, and this sort of stuff doesn't need to be reviewed, does it? Let's see it again. This is a long pause as well for Tony Hawks. He's leaving Tony Hawk. No Hawks. Tony Hawks is the comedian. Tony Hawks is now leaving this hand absolutely out in the open, in the wilderness, for anything to happen to it. Whereas this one's now safely received acceptance from another hand, which is what we wanted, really. I think Tony should have just gone in with the one hand. So in the future, if you're going in to give big tens, make sure that it's going to be a clear departure and reunion to other hands. Yeah, I mean, awkward, very awkward for everyone involved. So I'm just hopefully making this tutorial so that you're, in the future, when you see your friends down the skate park or, you know, at the Olympics, just make sure that you're thinking ahead, and this sort of thing just doesn't need to happen. We'll watch it one more time, this time without any annotations. The pause without me stopping it's a long pause for that. Here we go. Oh, that was just left there for so long. I'd also just like to point out that Tony Hawk's, his left hand's missed the 5 here. But what we have to understand is now that left hand's rejected, it can't be used for any more physical contact in this sequence. Tony Hawks has realised this, so his right hand is the only hand to be accepted. The right hand has won against the left hand, so the right hand now can do hugs, but the left hand is now discarded. This meeting, his left hand can't be used again. So this is the right hand, has a couple of pats on the shoulder for Elliot, and his left hand it's gone. It's disappeared. And the shame from the left hand not receiving the big tens, that's it. It's game over for that left hand in this today's session, and we don't see it again, unfortunately, in this sequence. It gets a couple of pats from the right hand, and that's it. So yeah, so we'll leave it there. I hope this has helped. In the future, just remember to use your initiative. Big tens is a big risk. It's very risky. I would suggest going for a 5 or just a fist pump if you don't know the person very well. If you know the person very well, big tens, if they're holding a board or a bag, they'll do both, because it's just rude otherwise to not engage both hands. Congratulations to Elliot Sloan on becoming pro for Birdhouse. Fantastic news. Well done to Tony Hawks. I hope your left hand is feeling okay after that, and I hope this video helps everyone watching in the future just to make sure you don't get left hanging, because I know what it's like to be left hanging. Thank you.
And now we're Come on,
I'm going for the old. Yeah, cheers, mate.